Left your perfume on the pillow and your whispers in the air. Got your face stuck in the mirror and I keep finding your hair. Got a big box in my closet with the fall pictures we took. Oh, and I keep finding dog ears that you left in my books. Miss your ache and I just crash over, guess you crashed in like a tsunami. Woke up next to you so hungover, sunlight painted stripes on your body. I'd give anything that I have for just another one of your nights. You can have an arm and a leg, but just a minute more of your time. Just a minute more of your time. Just a minute more of your time. I still check our playlist, put it on low in the car. And your jacket's on the hanger, right where you left it in March. Every night I'm on my phone, like maybe you'll text me again. But all I get are reminders that we're better off as friends. Yeah. Got your toothbrush sitting in the bathroom, got your slippers waiting by the bed. Every little thing you left here, ever since you left, you've been living rent free in my head. Keep telling everyone I'm trying to move forward, but it's so easy getting stuck in the past. Every little thing you left here, sitting where you left it last. Miss your ache and I just crash over, guess you crashed in like a tsunami. Woke up next to you so hungover, sunlight painted stripes on your body. I'd give anything that I have for just another one of your nights. You can have an arm and a leg, but just a minute more of your time. Just a minute more of your time. Miss your ache and I just crash over, 'cause you crashed in like a tsunami. Woke up next to you so hungover, sunlight painted stripes on your body. I'd give anything, oh anything, oh anything, for just a minute more of your time. Just a minute more of your time. Just a minute more of your time. Just a minute more of your time.
Hi everyone,
Hi.
my name is Kanin. This is my first time being on stream here actually, but I do social media for the Overwatch Club. Today is Overwatch night here at the APGL. We have 4 different teams doing their final matches here, really exciting, but the team that we will be streaming is Black Team's final match against the Florida Atlantic University Owls. Really exciting. How are you feeling today?
I am Balu, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I think that's important to know. Yeah.
I'm the treasurer of the Overwatch Club, and honestly, I'm feeling really excited. Both teams are actually undefeated right now. They're both 6-0. We are in week 7 of ECAC, so I'm really excited to see how that's going to go
do
down.
something really embarrassing to you guys. I didn't have your mics unmuted.
Oh.
Oh.
Are they unmuted now?
Yeah, they can hear you now.
Oh, cool.
Hi, guys.
Hi everyone. My name is Kanin.
And I'm Balu.
I do social media for the Overwatch Club.
And I'm the treasurer.
Today is Overwatch night here at the APGL. We have 4 different teams here. Super exciting. We have the Black team, Gold team, Azure team, and the Purple team. Today we will be streaming Black team's final matches with Florida Atlantic University Owls. So super exciting. How are you feeling today?
I'm really excited to watch these matches. They're both undefeated, both 6-0, and they are just both amazing teams. So I think everyone's really excited to watch these matches. I don't think there's a clear winner, but Black team all the way, surely, right?
100%. No, I already feel like Black team definitely has a bit of an advantage. Not to come off as overconfident, but you know.
It's just we know.
Our very own Jay Joka Joey will be the tank for Black Team, and I think like over the past semester, I've really been able to like see him and like he's like really good at Overwatch. Like I played the game like super casually before joining the Overwatch club, but like wow, it's like to some of these people, it's crazy.
Yeah, as someone who's been here for 3 years, like whenever Joey first joined the club, he was immediately competing with our top tanks.
Oh my god.
Jay Chen, you know, he's been an amazing player for a lot of our teams, and Joey was up there competing against him, and it was really crazy to see that. There's also a lot of other star players out there. We have Blaze Blade, Jason.
That's gonna be their support, right? DPS.
Yeah.
Right.
He plays a lot of Genji. No. He's branched out. He has branched out.
Sojourn now, actually.
Yeah.
Especially with Young on their team, Cupcake.
She is good at Genji.
Yeah, so I don't think Blaze is going to be getting to play any Genji in these matches, but, you know, it's great. Steven Nevest will be their Lucio 1 trick for these matches, and, you know, I think he's pretty good at the game, you know? Nevest, yeah.
And then there's also Payload.
Payload, of course. Can't forget about Payload, yeah.
What's Payload's real name? That's okay, Kanan. That's okay. We'll save it for next
match. Next match.
Yeah, and
this is the final match.
We will be here. We will be here to comment on the game like after every matches whenever there's a break. So you guys will hopefully be saying our pretty faces again.
Emphasis on pretty. Yeah, so these matches will be a best of 5, and I believe the order is going to go Control.
Yeah, Control. I think
Hybrid,
Push, Flash, and then Escort.
Yeah, so
should be.
Yeah, definitely from previous matches, definitely the Owls run a bit of a heavily brawl composition.
The Owls?
Yeah, the Owls, the Florida Atlantic University.
Yeah,
Owls.
which is really interesting because Purdue is also a very heavy brawl team.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if they play anything else. I will be very honest.
Yeah,
surely they can play dive, but
yeah, definitely with Joey as Black Team's tank. He's very competent at Diva, so we will probably see something along those lines to help break up the Owls' defenses and stuff.
I'm looking forward. I honestly haven't been too up to date with ECAC matches. I just know that Black Team has been pretty dominant in their division.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of like crazy seeing them work together. I feel like they've been playing together for a really long time, and I think I know Joey has been really, really excited for today's match.
Gosh,
yeah, I believe his like family members will be watching this stream.
Yeah, shout
out to Joey's mom. But yeah, it's 7:55, 5 minutes until match, so we will be right back, and you will be meeting our casters. That will be Taruki and Jeremy, and they will be casting for you this evening. All right.
Yeah,
bye, guys.
so we'll see you guys here in 5 minutes. Take a little break. See ya.
See ya.
All right, first map
Well,
is
yeah.
Lijiang Tower. Welcome back, everyone. After that quick introduction from Valu and Kanin, we are here with the ECAC final week of group stages. Is that correct? I'm
Yes.
Mr. Box, and I'm here with Rookie. We're gonna bring you the cast for this match here. Both teams are undefeated so far.
Yep, undefeated. FAU Owls as well as Purdue Black undefeated so far in this regular season. So it's going to be a very good match. So
Yeah, and we did see Purdue Black on the stream, if you remember back, I believe it was maybe 4 weeks ago now, very long time. Before perks even existed in this game, we saw Purdue Black take a W 3-0 on the stream, if I remember correctly. And coincidentally, we will start on the same map that we did on that day. We are starting on Lijiang Tower as the first map today. Very interesting map. Thoughts on that map in the current meta?
very interesting. I know that Purdue Black is incredibly comfortable with this map. I had the pleasure of sitting in and watching their scrim and warm up prior to this match. So, they're fully warmed up, able to get into it. They have the compositions and plans already set out. So I'm feeling very confident for Purdue Black here.
Yeah, and just a note, unlike some other tournaments, unlike OWCS, we don't have hero bans in ECAC yet. We do have map bans, is that correct?
Yes, that is
Yes.
correct.
So map 1, set map, it's going to be Lijiang Tower. No bans on that one. But as we move through, we will be talking a bit about the map bans, something unique to ECAC versus some other tournaments as we get prepared to go in. And as you said, Purdue Black, really strong on a lot of these rush comps. JQ, I think we saw a lot last time as well.
Yeah, J-Joka 9 is a very big brawl tank, but he is also very good at other dive characters as well. Like Devo, Winston. He's very he's able to like kind of play whatever he wants. So yeah.
And as our resident knowledge holder of everything in this tournament, do you have any intel on this FAU Owls team?
I don't. I got to watch a small bit of their games on ECAC because they were streamed around a week ago. So I do know that they potentially might roll out on the Ramatra comp. So that's all I know. But yeah.
Yeah, and I think we are ready to go into maps here. As you said, Lijiang Tower starting map. Lijiang Tower can be a good map for Ramatra, I think. A lot of tight end spaces. Ramatra comps can kind of bunker in a bit. Good spaces for them to get some good poke angles. We'll see how it ends up shaking out. Obviously, the big overarching meta theory so far at the top level has been Malga comp. A lot of people kind of using their bans around that Malga comp, banning Malga, Juno, Brig. Do you think we'll see any of that today?
Potentially from the enemy team. I'm not really sure how comfortable J-Joka 9 is on the Malga or the enemy team for that matter. But, I mean, if it does come out, I'd be more than happy to watch it.
Yeah, Malga comp may be possible today, guys. We might be spared by no Malga comp, or we might be forced to watch Malga comp. Depends on your view of it. It is going to certainly be a great match as we see 6-0 in the regular season for both teams. Very, very close. Hopefully a map 5 today. I would love to get another map 5. And it'll be an amazing way to cap off this regular season of streams. We wish we could have got more streams to you guys, but Purdue loves scheduling evening exams 8 to 10 p.m., which absolutely devastated our schedule. We had multiple Thursday 8 to 10 p.m. exams in a row for our production staff. Hopefully, as we continue forward, we can avoid that with some good luck as we keep stalling until this map is ready to go. NA lobby, are we ready, please? No? Maybe? Word from lobby, are we ready to send it? Close to sending it. FAU Owls stalling time because they are not ready for this heat from Purdue
They're
Black.
just nervous. They're not ready.
There it is.
There
We
we
hear
go.
the in-game sounds. We are entering the lobby now. It's been a long-awaited return of the stream. As you predicted, ooh, showed a little bit of Malcolm comp there.
Oh.
Maybe your read from the previous matches is gonna become true here. Malcolm comp for FAU Owls. Nothing shown in that little glimpse for Purdue Black, so still have some time.
I do know what they're going to roll out here if they haven't changed anything for Purdue Black. Queen, Venture, Genji, Kiri, Lucia right here.
I love to
Showing
see
up in the next
Venture.
second.
There we go.
Yeah, of course, the Symmetra TP to get out of spawn and swap back to the Genji. And we do see the Ramatra coming up for the enemy team as well. So the Predictor is, in fact, one of the names of my accounts. So there you have it.
Yes, the Predictor. I've had some good Preds on stream, but I'm here with the Predictor, so I will get outmatched every single time. We're going to see both teams use a Sim TP out of spawn, try and get to the White Room first. We'll see who ends up getting there faster and setting up a chokehold in that area as they move through the point. Cupcake swapping to the Genji, of all things. Genji ventured comp, looking to go fast, put pressure onto those members on the high ground of FAU. And the boop is big. How many does he get from that boop? Nobody. Too many wall climb abilities, but the picks come in from Cupcake on that Ramatra. Kiriko goes down from Blaze, and that's a first fight win for Purdue Black.
Wow, you know, just the sheer speed that Purdue Black is trying to play with this composition, you know, with the amp speed from Neves, the Venture Burrow from Blaze, the shout from JJoka9's Queen, you know, they're just trying to completely walk over the enemy team as much as possible, and this Ramatra comp is just not really able to keep up so far.
Yeah, Ramatra setting up this poke on the main angle, doesn't want to go into that White Room just yet. It's going to be a lot of pressure, but they're going to force to kite out from this early push from Purdue Black again, trying to assault that high ground area, and the boop does connect onto the Soj this time. Soj is out of this fight. Main damage deal for FAU Owls is completely gone, and the fight is collapsing on point. Low members for FAU Owls get one trade, but it shouldn't be enough. Purdue Black clean up the fight after almost conceding the point flip to FAU Owls, and now they're starting to near on some of these ultimates here.
Yeah, we do see the Kiri Rush as well as the Venture Ultimate coming out very soon for Purdue Black here. You know, FAU Owls are just really trying to play this slowly, but, you know, Purdue Black is just getting on top of them really quickly. And they're trying to contest coast as much as possible, but that Neves boop is just so detrimental.
Early push with the Venture Burrow, and J2 Shout finds two picks early. They leave two to the point. Tracer and Ramatra still alive at this point, but they won't be able to do anything. The fast pace from Purdue Black is catching FAU off guard. Something that a lot of teams can't deal with very easily is a really early push. It's quite a skill to be able to kite it.
Exactly. You know, playing inside of that chaos has always been one of the most difficult things in games like this. And Purdue Black has just been able to excel at it. They've been playing in the chaos for so long that
they have an early Kitsune rush here too. They opt to go first with the Venture Ultimate, try and force them back 80% on the point. If this fight gets staggered out here, this could be the end of the first point already, as Purdue Black pushing it to spawn, forcing a late kill onto that Ramatra. It will be a very rush contest here. Kitsune rush at the end. Little bit over the top.
They're worried about a potential Tracer touch from the high ground, but, you know, the whole entire team is just ready for it. Tracer does get the touch, forcing out recall, but it seems like they might not be able to touch. But the rush does come out from Payload
C9!
and the C9. Oh my goodness.
Already? Oh my gosh. We've christened this series with the C9 in the first point of the first map. We're here for it.
You know, FAU Owls had 4 ultimates there. All they had to do was touch the point, and they had a fighting chance, but nobody was able to touch in time.
Yeah, the beat was forced out early from Neves, had to use it in response to that Kiriko ultimate. Ramatra ultimate late could have been good for FAU Owls, but not coordinated on the touch, loses them an opportunity of coming back into that point, and now they're already down 0-1 here. Very interesting. And they're going to keep the same comp, switch that Soj to a Cassidy. Might be prudent for the first fight here with the Sim TP into the point.
Yeah, you know, I feel like they swapped that cast expecting the Venture, to be completely honest with you, to, you know, try and flash that Venture when they use Burrow. But they little do they know, Blaze swapped over to the Sojourn.
Yeah, Sojourn controlling this outside angle, forcing FAU Owls into a early position on point bunker. Not a lot of angles, and they're losing the HP trade on the tank as well, forcing them to the back of point. Really bad angles, and Casco's super low. Lucio super low as well. Can any picks get confirmed for Purdue Black? They have to back up. Too much damage on Jjaka on the JQ, and Hudio on the cast finds a pick. Darts on the Ramatra finds the other, and they will get purchased on this point on the first fight.
Wow, what a crazy turn from FAU Owls here. You know, they do have some ultimates building up here though. Potential rush being able to be used early here in this fight against Purdue Black.
Yeah, early rush could be massive. I want to see if they opt to take the tempo really fast. Mostly it's been Purdue Black opting to go first, but FAU Owls will have a little bit of a faster Kitsune rush. A timing could be there, and Tracer play will let them get them the introduction. But it's a trade of DPS here, still an open fight. Lucio's in and dead. FAU Owls losing members. No, they find a trade back. Tracer's stuck in the backline though. This could be tough. But again, they are already 48% as the trades of this fight start to end down here. No ultimates traded either. Purdue Black looking to maybe get a purchase on the point as Kiriko TP's out. Maybe supporting guests. Oh, we are investing ultimates. Kiriko Rush trying to salvage this point after Lucio goes down. Supports are all the way down. Wow, I don't know about that Ramatra ultimate.
Oh.
It's a little bit late for that one. As Purdue Black, after a long fight starting in their spawn, making their way all the way to point, will find the trade after the use of that Kitsune ultimate.
Yeah, no, a lot of ultimates being invested from the FAU Owl side, you know, just only for like 3, 4, 5%. Not really worth it if you want to see your Rush and Ramatra being utilized in this fight.
Yeah, you have an opportunity here if you're Purdue Black to maybe try and force a Lucio beat, as that pick on the Trace is actually pretty big. Net some more time. FAU Owls might have to reset here. But as I was saying, you have both DPS ultimates and the JQ ultimate. You can try and force the only sustain ultimate for FAU Owls, that Lucio beat, out with one of them, and use your other ultimate to clean up the rest of the fight. But High Noon available could put a thorn in that plan.
A fast blade coming out from Cupcake, but unfortunately gets taken down by Hudio, the Cassian enemy team. It seems like Hudio is walking back into spawn with the rest of their team, as we might see Yui going for a potential pulse bomb here onto the backline. It seems like they are forced out from the Junker Queen.
Yeah, layering of those two ultimates, the JQ ultimate and the blade for the Genji, doesn't net them what they want. It's
Ajax!
We're getting everything in this first map. Ajax, C9, we got it all already, as FAU Owls take a commanding lead towards a last fight territory with a Lucio beat and the Kitsune Rush. After all of that, Purdue Black could not force the Lucio beat.
Well, we shall officially start the Ajax and C9 counter for this series as the Overclock and Beat get traded out from both teams right now. Kitsune Rush also being forced by FAU as Hudio falls down from Blaze, but massive pulse bomb trade going off to Blaze as well. And it seems like a round win from FAU Owls here, just cleaning up Jjoka 9, and it seems like they won't be able to get a touch here.
Yeah, that will be the point cap for FAU Owls. 1-1 on this Lijiang Tower. A little bit of a misplay from Purdue Black, investing too many ultimates into that fight in spawn, maybe layering them incorrectly. FAU Owls enter into that last fight with an astounding lead in the ultimate eco.
Yeah, that was we've seen pretty much roles coming from both teams here. You know, how do you think both these teams are like talking in their voice chats right now? What do you think they're going through?
We've been playing quite quickly for Purdue Black, so I assume it's pretty hectic. I got a little listen into the comms in their warm up. Seemed nice to control, but that was on a dive map. It's less of a faster pace than this one, so I assume it's probably very hectic. FAU Owls maybe a slightly more easygoing, a little bit of a slower comp, but you also have to keep track of all the fast-paced things going on around you.
Very true. It was a massive pick coming out onto Chris from Payload. The Kiriko, Purdue Black.
Coming up big.
And it seems like the fight is just over.
We got two with the boosters off the map. Wow. You know, we've seen a lot of boop kills on this map on stream.
Yeah, and you know, Jjoka being able to already be 56% to his like Diva mech. That's really advantageous, and he might be able to go for really aggressive plays to try and trade his mech and go for a bomb.
Yeah, FAU Owls going to look to wrap around the other side of where Purdue Black is holding. Try and get a fight with the... not a lot of poke being taken, but Payload finds another dink on that Kiriko. Big pick, no sustain for FAU Owls. They're going to try and live here. They're going to pick on Nevis, but it's not the best pick you wanted, and J-Jocka comes in and cleans up to get a kill on the Ramacha as well. Tracer dead. That is another fight win for Purdue Black.
Yeah, you know, just Payload with these massive dinks and just early picks onto the enemy team. You know, they just had to leave the instant their Kiriko went down, but they decided to linger for slightly longer, which unfortunately caused their whole team to stagger and just instantly die.
Yeah, the whole idea with wrapping this left side is that you try and minimize the amount of poke you take as you step forward to point. But it can be quite difficult, we saw in that last fight. But this time they make it to point, no casualties, and they force an early deflect with that Ramatra Vortex and a Kiriko pick as well.
The Vest also getting a trade onto that Genji. We might see a bomb coming out from J-Joker here. Try and get that remake potentially if he does get demech. We do see that. Bappo also falling down from the Vest. Massive 2 boop kills here. They might be able to turn this fight, and it seems like it is turned. The Vest is trying to stay on the point, keep his team alive, as this Ramatra is trying to make do with whatever he can, but unfortunately falls down to Cupcake on the Genji.
That was scary for J-Jocka there. Almost inting after that remake. Cassidy almost getting the kill. Doesn't quite secure it, gets traded. And they won that fight after the Kiri ultimate got Ajax. I don't know if you caught that, but Payload died while casting that ultimate, didn't come out, and they still won the fight. Quite impressive, as FAU Owls have an uncontested Kiriko ultimate now and beats to match for both sides.
We do see the Blade with the high noon being forced out. Cupcake gets Bappo instantly. Now in the 4v4, 3v4. Now they're even now.
I mean, trades that is 90% and tapping up. Maybe Purdue Black opts to just get to 99 and reset 0% on the board for FAU Owls, so they can take a reset, try and push back when they have a better ultimate advantage, and it looks like that's probably what's going to have to happen here.
Yeah, wow, you know, they were able to force out 3 ultimates there, the Kiri, Cass, and Ramatra ultimates, and now they just have their beat and overclock to work with. You know, they do have a matching beat and blade from the enemy team, but we'd have to see how this fight goes.
The real key is going to be that Kiriko ultimate later in the fight. Can Payload get this off without getting picked early like last time? That could be the win condition to settle this map right here, right now. Take this fight long, wait for that Kiri ultimate, and it looks like that's we're going to take a little bit of a poke fight so we can charge that Kiriko ultimate up. Sojourn ultimate comes out fast, beat in response from both sides, looking to weather this storm of critical hits from Blaze on that Sojourn, and he finds the Lucio! Big pick, opening available. Genji with the blade of response finds one. Cassidy with the other. Purdue Black trading. It's still even here. They could opt to invest or they could take a reset. It still could go either way.
Kiriko does fall down on both sides, so they don't have enough sustain, but Blaze is just pressuring that point as much as he can.
Ramatra's so low.
Ramatra getting put down
Ramatra
one
dead.
chain.
It's just Lucio on point.
Off by Neves. The Lucio differential.
It could be, and they still have that Kiriko ultimate for the contest fight. It's very doable to win this fight. There's no touch.
There's no touch.
Another C9.
Wow. Purdue Black coming out 1-0 for the series. Absolutely amazing performance coming out there. You know, pretty much holding 99-0 for this third round, as we do have J-Joker 9 with the play of the game. Might be this double boop kill, actually. Oh, never mind.
Yes, gets all the trades necessary to win the fight.
Very just massive kills coming out there.
It was a very long extended fight in that last one.
Yeah, very, very long extended fight. You know, as you mentioned, there were a lot of key ultimates that needed to be built there. You know, Purdue Black not really panicking. They knew they had a 99-0 lead there, and they just kind of took their time and just played with it.
Yeah, time was on their side for that last point of Lijiang Tower. 2-1 was the final score. And as you predicted, we saw Ramatra come on all 3 points for FAU Owls. I wonder if we will continue to see that through the rest of this series.
Hopefully so.
Ramatra comp in a Overwatch 2 classic comp, if you would put it. Very strong, consistent comp across a lot of maps. Any map predictions here, the predictor?
Sorry?
Any map predictions here?
Any map predictions? I believe we're going to go to hybrid. So we may see some sort of like a King's Row gameplay coming out here. Can't really think of any other hybrids off the top of my head that they might go to, but King's Row definitely just a staple in the Overwatch community. You know, everyone just has to go to King's Row.
We could be seeing the third King's Row here. 3 matches on stream. Could be very, very true. King's Row popular map, Scrims Row as they call it.
Scrims Row. It's good old-fashioned Scrims Row.
Scrims Row. Always everyone on Kings Row loves that map. What's your favorite comp for Kings Row all time?
It's got to be the Reinhardt comp. The Reinhardt, May, Bastion, Bap, Lucio, the good old-fashioned, you know, just got to love that composition. It's so fun. The amount of coordination it takes to just play that composition, it's just got to be the best comp.
And the map pick is no
Nothing yet.
map picks available for us. And we'll see how the end up going. We do have map bans, correct?
Yes, I believe so. I believe losers should be banning a map, and the winner should be picking.
Can we got nothing.
But
Production
seems
has no
like
resources for us.
Yep.
No
Seems
bans
like-
yet?
Oh,
Nope. Oh, no ban anymore.
there's just no ban in general. All right, we seem to have been mistaken.
We are always mistaken here on this broadcast. We love spreading misinformation. We have a massive interruption
But
to stream
we
here.
seem like we might be seeing some swaps happening. Yui being taken out for
Oh,
Frosty.
subs. What's up? We got a switch of production here on stream. Wouldn't be an NA broadcast without technical difficulties. You'll love to see it. Yes, we absolutely love to see it. Struggling for the map bans here.
My
Map picks.
Chungus NA production.
Yup.
Well, now we got an EU
Midtown!
production. Midtown. You know, honestly respectable. I haven't really seen many Midtown picks coming out yet for a lot of ECAC matches, actually. So I'm kind of excited to see this map and just see how both teams are trying to play around this.
Yeah, so interesting thing. The last match I broadcasted not here in another tournament, they also went to Midtown on their hybrid pick. Very interesting. We saw Sigcomp
Sigcomp, okay.
with Torb, and we saw Bap Lucio / Bap Ana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Sojourn play both sides. Very strong Sojourn play in that map. What do you think about Torb? Torb obviously kind of new into this meta, quite strong hero now.
Yeah, very, very strong, you know, just with the perks as well, as I've heard. I believe I've been told earlier, unless it was misinformation, that Torb actually has the #1 win rate for DPS right now.
Wow.
Followed by apparently Bastion and then Tracer.
Interesting. Tracer I expect. Bastion?
Bastion, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure either, but
his healing perk is actually insane. Can we talk about this real quick?
what's his perks?
His healing perk allows him to heal indefinitely. No resource. It's the old Overwatch 1 Bastion healing with no resource.
Okay, that is kind of crazy.
If a Winston dives Bastion, you don't have enough damage to out heal. Like the Bastion will out heal you every time.
So what
Bastion
I'm hearing
cannot-
is Bastion main right now is just
Not
kicking
playing
his feet.
Overwatch.
He's kicking his feet.
Yes. Bastion main would love to see him back in Overwatch, but unfortunately I don't think he is streaming Overwatch anymore.
RIP.
RIP to another one. It's a good time to be Overwatch. And you did mention Torb. Torb perk's pretty good. Throw turret on the wall, amazing perk. Love the idea. Balanced, probably not.
Definitely not. It's so funny playing King's Row and seeing a Torb just throw his turret onto like third point, like high grounds to get onto
Yeah.
the roof.
Yeah, and yesterday, the funny thing is the Torb players didn't opt for that perk. They actually opted for the level 3 turret, which was really funny when someone poked their head out for 1 second at 60 HP and died instantly.
That's just crazy.
I would love to see some Torb play today. Get some funny action here on the stream.
That would
but
be great. But we are now loading into Midtown as we do see the compositions rolling out for both teams in a few seconds
Shortly.
now. What are you predicting here?
FAU Owls will have their defensive comp in first, as they will not be afforded the opportunity to swap. And as we see them right here, Ramatra Brawl still on the table for FAU Owls with a May instead. Purdue Black, Genji Soj, standard Lucio Curie Diva. Very bog standard stuff. You've been here for a while. Curie Lucio, most meta backline Overwatch 2. Sad to say it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
But hey, what about the Zenyatta Lifeweaver backline? You know?
Zenyatta Lifeweaver. I would love to play Zenyatta Lifeweaver if Lifeweaver had better, faster, more burst healing. But unfortunately, his healing cadence, I don't like it. Not strong enough. Buff
Unfortunately.
Lifeweaver more, please.
But we do see Purdue Black starting off their attack here onto Midtown against FAU Owls, as we do see some poke coming out from both teams. Trying to just test the waters here, limit test a little bit, try and see what they can get going, maybe a pick, some resources being forced. We do see some shields and disruptor chain swaps going out from both teams.
Yeah, and J-Jogger
Massive
pushes
pick.
forward, finds the Soj off rip. No support available for that Soj for FAU Owls. And Maywell gonna try and allow FAU Owls to back up. They catch the D.Va and force a remake, but the rest of the team is in here and they find the Lucio and May. Fight over right now.
Yeah, you know, definitely a massive dink coming out from one of the other characters within Purdue Black for J-Joker to be able to secure that final blow onto that Sojourn. And that just completely opened up for Purdue Black to just take the whole entire point. You know, they just didn't have enough pressure, that forward pressure, that Sojourn poke. They were just essentially just able to walk over. You know, J-Joker getting demeched, but still the team just had so much tempo. They're just able to just completely walk onto them.
Just Sojourn getting low again, almost dying first. So exactly what allowed Purdue Black in on the first point. Could have given them an opening on the second point here, but the cart will have a long way to push before it gets under that underpass. As we're coming up to some ultimates here. Kiriko ults soon on both sides. Tank ults a little bit farther away, and the first ultimate looks like it will be the Kiriko rush for Purdue Black.
Yeah, J-Joker just kind of poking out, trying to build up that Kiri rush as fast as possible. They might be able to go for some sort of fast engage onto the high ground as a Ramatra drop onto point to contest, trying to play that corner, not giving as much poke as possible. As we do see an engage going off onto the high ground as rush is forced by payload.
No rush counter on the side of FAU Owls. An early pick on the Soj could seal it here. Trade on the Genji maybe puts a little bit of a damage, but that Kiri is very low. TP force, can they find it? Yes, they do find it. As we see the cart pushing through here. As he trade picks, they will be better for FAU Owls, but the cart pressure, the cart push is not something to sneeze at here. Almost towards the last corner of this second point Midtown.
Yeah, you know, we've only seen one ultimate invested in this whole entire game, and we're already about to cap second point. You know, now we're building up 4 ultimates for both teams here.
Yeah, Sojourn ultimate a little bit slower than Blaze on Purdue Black, just because of that first fight pick that happened to them. And I'm curious to see what Purdue Black chooses to invest here. Obviously, FAU Owls don't really have to take tempo. They have the positioning. Purdue Black has to push into them, and it could be the go button with the blade here.
Oh, massive kill with the Ajax onto Chris. You know, both Lucios in this series just love the Ajax so far.
A little bit suspect. Kiri TPs into a Sojourn Disruptor shot, forcing the pick, and Ramatra's going to be forced all the way out. The cap should be gotten here if they're able to contain the touch a little bit, swap onto Cassidy off of that Sojourn, maybe hoping to deal with the Genji a little bit. As we will see a contest from the Ramatra opting to use the ultimate. Neves beat does come off a little bit better than Chris in the last fight. And the picks, J-Jocka going quite heavy with the carry here. 3 picks for J-Jocka. 1 to return for darts on the Ramatra, but J-Jocka 5K? 5K? 5K?
Let's
5K!
go!
Big 5K for J-Jocka Joey on that D.Va. Strong tank play. Looking a little bit like a tank diff right now.
Definitely a tank differential going on right now. And we just see FAU Owls with 0 ultimates on the board.
Oof.
Purdue Black still has their D.Va Bomb and Kiri Rush to work with here. And they're going to third point, and they have 4 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Yeah, you have a lot of time to work with. You could lose a few fights here. You could gamble all on one ult fight, one big ult fight, win that, and you have another opportunity for another big ult fight again. It's looking quite good here for full cap, but full cap on Midtown third, very, very difficult, as we will start off with the Kitsune Rush, looking to put pressure on the backline, and Lucio goes down early again. No counter beat. Neves is traded, though we are even on the side. Lots of pressure on the Ramatra, forced to block. Suzu burned. The second wave push coming in from Purdue Black, looking to seal this fight win. Find the May, but the Genji is traded as well. Trades going both ways. Cart still being pushed, though. That's all you want if you're Purdue Black.
Yeah, we do almost have the high noon to work with here for the FAU Owls. As Purdue Black is starting to get regrouped, you know, they're just playing back, trying to stabilize, wait for their players to get back and try and set up for this engage.
I want to see Purdue Black maybe take a dry fight here. FAU Owls coming through a lot of ultimates. If they're tracking, they should know this. If they don't take this fight for a little bit longer, you have an opportunity. What FAU Owls might be forced to put in a lot of ultimates, and then you come back the next fight with a lot more. As we see, they're starting to force the cart here. D.Va going in with the boosters, putting pressure on the Lucio. Can they get the pick on the Lucio? Extremely low.
We might
No
see a
dice on
rush
that
coming
pick.
out here soon from the FAU Owls. And we might see an overclock
There
soon,
we
but
go,
the high
two
noon
ultimates.
does pick off Neves and J-Joker's mech with the Mei as well.
You got 2 ultimates out. You got what you wanted if you're Purdue Black. You're gonna have your Curie Rush and your Lucio B coming back, and you already have your Sojourn ultimate and the Genji Blade. That should be enough to get this cap, but Mei ult exists for these last point fights where the cart doesn't have that much to move. That Mei ultimate could be very, very strong here, especially if it doesn't get eaten by that Diva Matrix.
Fortunately, we do have J-Joker 9 on the Diva, so there is a high chance that it will in fact be eaten. And we might see a Blade Engage coming out from Cupcake here, and the beat actually does land from Chris, as the Mei ult is also forced out. They only have Ramatra ult to work
2
with
for
here, as the
1.
Overclock's popped out as well. Both support ults on Purdue Black side.
2 for 1, not much action. Oh yes, the Diva Dive comes in right on that off angle where the Soj was, finds 2 picks, 3 picks. Ramatra still alive but will die shortly. Lucio gone as well as the cart is rolling in here. A Diva Bomb to boot for this last fight contest. It will be a staggered touch here for FAU Owls, but they might be able to do it with some speed boosting abilities. Suzu burnt already and no touch available. Very strong play from Purdue Black in this comp.
Very, very strong. You know, they were able to showcase their understanding and just, you know, just playing for those dry fights, trying to force out those ultimates and just being that advantage as much as possible, you know. When they're not ready, they're just, you know, just sitting back, waiting and setting up their whole entire fight.
Yeah, very strong play, very strong ultimate eco. I bet. Thanks for the message, production. Yeah, you can't just talk. You don't have to write messages. You don't have to be so cryptic.
It's okay, guys. We're professional.
We're definitely paid for this, guys. Trust. I'm getting minimum wage. I think we're gonna end up seeing a mirror. I think we're gonna end up seeing a mirror of that last point defense. Maybe the Ana play for Nevest. How do we feel about the Ana play maybe on this defense?
The Ana play coming out from the vest. So I did run some tryouts a while ago, and let's just say I don't know if they're cooking with this.
Ana Kiriko, it's a comp that's been tried since Kiriko got released, and I think the jury's still out on how effective it could be. There's some synergy there with the abilities, one canceling the other, but we'll see how it goes for Purdue Black on this defense. Bog standard comp, May Cassidy brawl with Ramatra for FAU Owls, looking to force this point, maybe opting to rotate left as they do. Press that speed. J-Duggan looking to go in. Maywell forced to be used to cover their tail. They won't have it for this push through to the firehouse here.
We're seeing a rotation, but unfortunately 2 picks coming out for Purdue Black onto FAU Owls here, and just a massive cleanup, you know, just over in the blink of an eye during that rotation.
Yeah, they had FAU Owls had too many resources forced as in that initial rotation through the alleyway. Didn't have enough to make that rotation safely into the firehouse. Maybe should have waited a little bit longer. Maybe fake it, go double back. You can't opt to do the same thing over and over and over again. When Purdue Black knows exactly what you're doing, they will set up for it, and they will get an even stronger fight on this one.
So there's
if they understand it.
Here, as Curie TP was forced.
They're stabilizing, guys.
Let's go.
They're learning.
They are doing a rotate, but we did not see Nate come through, and Suzu is forced actually as well.
Suzu forced again. They make it to this firehouse unscathed. They have an opportunity to push to this point, but they don't have any ultimate resources. Neves nearing that nano, and Cupcake just goes in and finds 2? What? No way. He's just him on Genji. Wow. Very clean.
Wow, you know, Cupcake, she's always been a very good Genji one-trick. They also did dabble in a lot of Hanzo as well, but, you know, she's just always... Oh, the Stagger coming out onto this Ramatra.
It's not scrims anyone. Staggers allowed.
It's so unfortunate. Darth, unfortunately, being staggered for so long. And now we are nearing the 2-minute mark for the attackers.
It's tough. You still haven't had any ultimates if you're FAU Owls. Closest is this Kiriko ultimate. You're going to have it shortly. Blizzard as well, but Purdue Black, they got tools here. They got everything minus that Diva Bomb.
Yeah, we could definitely see like a nano engage going on to J-Joka in the dive here. But it seems like that Maywell just barely not being able to catch him off.
Could find a good nade angle here, Nevis. Let's see if he can line up a good nade on their rotation through to this Firehouse again. Sleep whiffed. We see Nano Blade.
Nano Blade coming out here. Dashing
Blade,
up in the
Nano.
sky.
Kiri's already gone. He's gonna get frozen by this Blizzard. Does he live it? Nope. Defense matrix not enough. Diva gets demixed as well. It's a little bit rough here. Ramatra Ultimate looking to turn it. Diva walled in here, trying to live.
The 5
Everyone's
HP.
so low. That Kiriko pick in the beginning was essential for Purdue Black. They had the tools to turn that. If that Kiriko didn't get picked, FAU Owls could have very much found a team fight win there.
Definitely. You know, Chris also just didn't have that beat yet, which is absolutely big for Purdue Black. You know, just being able to go in there with that Nano Blade. But, you know, ults were forced, and there is an early rush coming out from FAU Owls, trying to force this main as much as possible. But JJoko might get DMAC here,
huge.
just barely being able to get out. His rush is also responded with from Purdue Black.
High noon? No, Cass is dead. No high noon on the table. The beat is going to be here a little bit later. If the trades do come out, they could opt to use it when they get it. May block force and the Demon Bomb is available if J-Jalka gets demeched, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Uncontested off angle for Blaze. Could be able to free farm here, find some picks, maybe. Demon Bomb finally forced. Will be able to get a remake. No casualties to that bomb. No Poco Bombs today. Cassidy's stuck in this main. They could opt to try and dive him. As he goes, does the Cassidy live here? Surely not.
Surely not.
Cass dead. Tick does come out on the point for that. But if you're Purdue Black, this is last fight. You don't care if they get a tick. Nano on Diva, looking to push the backline. Suzu forced. May's isolated. May dead. This is the fight here. Can they win it?
We do see the Cassie swapping over to the Tracer, but it's definitely not going to be able to do a lot.
Lucio dead. No Curie TP. It's over. It's over, everyone. Map 2.
Map 2.
Map 2 is a 3-0 for Purdue Black, and that's a 2-0 score going into a break question mark production. Yeah, we will be into a break as Purdue takes a 2-0 lead in this series, looking for a fast wrap-up to this regular season with a quick 3-0, showing absolute dominance over the other undefeated team here.
You know, J-Jelka yet again with another play of the game. 2 picks. 3 picks, 4 picks, and then the eventual ace in this clip. Unfortunately, not really able to see it due to the duration of it. But just absolutely amazing plays coming out from Purdue Black here.
Very, very clean. Love to see the Purdue teams popping off, but we will take maybe a 2 to 3 minute break here. Gives the teams a little bit of a time to get some water, get some snacks, refuel up for the next map, and hopefully for us, Purdue will be able to get a commanding map win in the next one, finish out this season strong. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Super exciting. We have the black team, gold team, azure team, and the purple team. Today we will be streaming black team's final matches.
Wow, I don't know about that Ramatra ultimate.
Oh.
It's a little bit late for that one. As Purdue Black,
We might
no
see a
dice on
rush
that
coming
pick.
out here soon from FAU Owls. And we might see an overclock
There
soon,
we
but
go,
the high
2
noon
ultimates.
does pick off Neves and J-Joko. It will in fact be eaten. And we might see a blade engage coming out from Cupcake here. And the beat actually does land from Chris, as the May ult is also forced out. Now in the 4v4, 3v4, now they're even now.
We trades that is 90% and tapping up. Maybe don't really have to take tempo. They have the positioning. Purdue Black has to push into them, and it could be the go button with the blade here.
Oh! Massive kill with the Ajax onto
FAU Owls, and a Maywall gonna try and allow FAU Owls to back up. They catch the Diva and force a remake, but the rest of the team is in here.
and C9 counter for this series as the overclock and beat get traded out from both teams right now. Kitsune Rush also being forced by FAU as Hudio falls down from Blaze. But
A faster Kitsune Rush, a timing could be there, and a Tracer play will let them get them. It will be a very rush contest here. Kitsune Rush at the end, a little bit over the top.
they're worried about a potential Tracer touch from the high. Forcing out recall, but it seems like they might not be able to touch. But the rush does come out from Payload and the C9. Oh my goodness.
Already!
We're seeing a rotation, but unfortunately 2 picks coming out for Purdue Black onto FAU Owls here, and just a massive cleanup, you know.
Here, they're gonna pick on Nevis, but it's not the best pick you wanted, and J-Jalka comes in and cleans up to get a kill on the Ramatra as well. carry here. 3 picks for JJaka. One to return for darts on the Ramatra, but JJaka 5K, 5K, 5K.
Let's
5K!
go! Dashing
Blade,
up in the
Nano.
sky.
Kiri's already gone. He's gonna get frozen by this blizzard. Does he live it? Nope.
They don't have enough sustain, but Blaze is just pressuring that point as much as
The
he
Ramatra's
can.
so low.
Ramatra getting put
Ramatra
down
dead.
one
It's just
chain.
Lucio on
Gets picked
point.
off by Nevest. The Lucio differential.
2 for 1. Not much action. Oh yes, the Diva Dive comes in right on that off angle where the Soj was. Finds any ultimate resources. Nevis nearing that Nano, and Cupcake just goes in and finds 2? What? No way. He's just him on Genji. Wow, I don't know about that Ramatra ultimate.
Wow.
It's a little bit late for that one. As Purdue Black,
Might
no
see a
dice on
rush
that
coming
pick.
out here soon from the FAU Owls. And we might see an overclock
There
soon,
we
but
go,
the high
2
noon
ultimates.
does pick off Nevest and JJoka. It will in fact be eaten. And we might see a Blade engage coming out from Cupcake here. And the beat actually does land from Chris, as the May ult is also forced out. So now in the 4v4, 3v4. Now they're even now.
I mean, trades at 90% and tapping up. Maybe don't really have to take tempo. They have the positioning. Purdue Black has to push into them, and it could be the go button with the Blade here.
Oh! Massive kill with the Ajax onto
FAU Owls, and a Maywall gonna try and allow FAU Owls to back up. They catch the Diva and force a remake, but the rest of the team is in here.
Ajax and C9 counter for this series as the overclock and beat get traded out from both teams right now. Kitsune Rush also being forced by FAU as Hudio falls down from Blaze. But
Faster Kitsune Rush, a timing could be there, and a Tracer play will let them get them. It will be a very rush contest here. Kitsune Rush at the end, a little bit over the top.
they're worried about a potential Tracer touch from the high. Forcing out recall, but it seems like they might not be able to touch. But the rush does come out from Payload
C9!
and the C9. Oh my goodness.
Already!
We're seeing a rotation, but unfortunately 2 picks coming out for Purdue Black onto FAU Owls here, and just a massive cleanup, you know.
Here, they're gonna pick on Nevis, but it's not the best pick you wanted, and JJaka comes in and cleans up to get a kill on the Ramatra as well. Carry here, 3 picks for JJaka. One to return for darts on the Ramatra, but JJaka 5K, 5K, 5K.
Let's
5K!
go! Dashing
Blade,
up in the
Nano.
sky.
Kiri's already gone. He's gonna get frozen by this blizzard. Does he live it? Nope.
They don't have enough sustain, but Blaze is just pressuring that point as much as
The
he
Ramatra's
can.
so low.
Ramatra getting put
Ramatra
down one
dead. It's
chain.
just Lucio on
Gets picked
point.
off by Nevest. The Lucio differential.
2 for 1. Not much action. Oh yes, the Diva Dive comes in right on that off angle where the Soj was. Finds
All right, welcome back everyone from the break. You know, you might be wondering why the person to my right looks a little bit different and might potentially have an accent. And that is because we have had a caster substitution.
Hello guys, I'm Curly. I am Gold Team's support, flex support specifically. And the accent is because I'm from the UK. Really hoping to get some insight in today. We would have had a game today, but the enemy team FF'd for us from our pure aura. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Purdue Black's going to do today. And we're definitely likely to meet them in the playoffs. So I'm ready to analyze their gameplay and provide you guys with some good commentary.
All right, Curly, you know, you were spectating, you were running the production for the past few rounds. You know, what are your impressions so far of Purdue Black?
I think the main thing that has given Purdue Black the advantage is the ability to basically just explode one player each fight. They established a kill box with Joey Cupcake, and all the Nevest, and they all just collapse on one single person, looking for the odd one out in the formation. And they've been really able to do that consistently, giving the advantage in the early fight. And then after that, after it's 5v4, it's over for them.
Exactly, very, very strong performance coming out from Purdue Black. As we do see Runasapi being loaded in, I'm expecting a Junker Queen coming out from J-Joka. And, FAU Owls, they've been running the Sumatra every single round, but, they haven't had much success. So you think they're going to stick with it? You think they're going to change it up? What do you think they're going to do here?
I think FAU seems like the kind of team who would really practice one comp all the way to the end. So they might stick it for consistency's sakes. Because this is their bread and butter. This is probably what's allowed them to win those 6 games so far. But now they've hit a brick wall. Will they be able to innovate and find some new comp to deal with the aggression that Purdue Black is putting up? And it seems like not yet, so it'll be interesting.
Seems not, just putting Yui back in. It seems like the Mei wasn't necessarily working last round, so it seems like they are putting Yui back in on that Genji to potentially just try their best to contest Cupcake as much as possible with the absolutely dominant performance they've been putting on.
Definitely. I mean, and I'm just ready to look forward to the gameplay. I do recognize that Purdue Black is going to have to slow it down, since Queen will have to be a little bit slower than the Diva. Can't just fly in straight away. So they'll have to play more brawly style, looking to look for things from Sojourn or Kiriko, and then execute on those on that damage.
Exactly. Now we do have Purdue Black just trying to hold this space as much as possible, forcing the enemy to walk into their Queen area of effect. We do see some poke being traded out from any teams. Yui actually falling out half the HP, as Yui does fall down to the Cupcake dash. Chris getting put down 1 HP as well, falling. Bappo putting down 1 HP as well, almost falling, but able to stabilize the time. But Hudio actually able to get 2 trades of their own. Now in the 3v3 situation. Seems like we do see FAU Owls backing up, as Purdue Black is taking the cart as much as they can. Big picks coming out from both teams, with massive trades coming out into the enemy Sojourn as well.
Definitely. I think something that's unique about these comps with Genji, Sojourn, Kiriko is that Genji is actually going to be usually the first one in the fight, getting in there and brawling, looking for those picks. They're ready to make that space off those Kiriko and Sojourn things. And they need to be the one to finish off, and usually that's followed up by the Queen. And that's what we're doing Cupcake do so well. She's able to just get in there instantly.
And
always
we do
first.
see Darth falling down as J-Joka able to secure that kill, as Hudio does back up with the rest of their team. It seems like Kiriko does fall down, and Purdue Black might be able to get the rest of these Saggers. It seems like Lucio might be able to get out in time, unless Neves can get the Lucio differential, and just barely Chris is able to get out, and Sojourn does get eventually staggered as well, as Purdue Black is able to cap their first respawn.
I mean, Purdue Black has been playing these engages with resounding success. They're building up on this Kiriko ult, which can be a key advantage, although the enemy Kiriko ult is likely to come up in the next poke phase as well. So we're likely to see some ults coming out. But the big thing I want to point out is that beat differential. It's going to be huge for Purdue Black this time, and it's going to allow them to keep their tempos so much better.
We do see an early rush coming out, as FAU Owls is able to kite out very, very well. They were fully expecting that, and they were able to save their amp for that moment, and we might be able to see a counter rush coming out from FAU Owls as well, as we do see a Ramatra ult, and we do see the Queen ult being traded out from J-Joka as well. J-Joka being able to get a pick onto Hudio, but Darth responding with that Ramatra ultimate, trying to stabilize for his team, but unfortunately that point is just getting pushed further and further by Purdue Black. The beat does get forced out, as well as the overclock is also popped by Blaze. J-Joka getting the pick onto the Ramatra. Might be able to get this Chris Lucio out in the open, but unfortunately not able to hit a shot. Chungus, PGE aim.
I mean, it's incredible how Joey is able to survive in that backline for so long. That Queen lifesteal is being invaluable to them.
That knife being forced into Sojourn during that overclock, forcing to be played passively as Blaze does fall down. J-Joka able to get an exit frag though. But it seems like the Blade is getting forced out by Cupcake. They're trying to end this map right now, even though they're down. Sojourn getting put down by Cupcake, grabbing that mini health pack to try and stay alive as long as possible. But it seems like they might fall down as Darth swaps over to the Junker Queen. Seems like Darth is able to get the pick onto Cupcake as Neves falls, and J-Joka able to get Chris right before they died as well. Massive kill coming out from J-Joka here.
Absolutely. FAU Owls is coming up on the Blade here, but they've not really got anything else in the pocket right now. Meanwhile, Purdue Black is coming up on the Kitsune and the Queen ult. That's going to be an absolutely fight-deciding ultimate that they need to land correctly. And they seem to be baiting the Suzu pretty well every single time. So that's going to get a lot of value there.
Yeah, and J-Joka just used his Queen ultimate in the last fight, and we might see a pick coming out from Genji but just barely not able to. Seems like they do force out the blade and the shout from FAU Owls, but unfortunately, we do see JJoka using that Queen ultimate for some reason. When they are down 2, seems like they're not going to be able to get much out of it. Not really sure why the Queen ultimate was forced there, since, you know, you want to try and use that ultimate on guaranteed fights. Like, it's such an important ultimate. You can't really just waste it on potential picks like that.
Definitely. I think that was a bit of a misplay there, but he can build it back up really fast, especially with the nature of these comps. He can stay in that back line and just keep absolutely hammering away at the enemy.
100%. And we do see both support ults being built up for both teams here. So we might see a support ult trade coming out, maybe like a rush coming out from both teams early, as we do see rush trades coming out from both teams, as B is also up for Nivest. We do see Blaze falling down early though, so now they're in the 4v5 situation against FAU, but Bapple does get traded out. They don't have sustain for FAU Owls anymore, but they do still have that beat to work with. But it seems like they are going to back up, try and play passively, maybe look for a pick here, as they do have their Sojourn up, except for Purdue Black. We do see the beat being traded out, as well as a potential overclock maybe coming out from FAU Owls soon. It seems like they are just playing passively, as Darth's just falling down because they don't have that Kiriko yet. You know, if you're going to pop that beat, you just have to play fast, try and go for a trade, especially if your Kiriko is not back yet, or else you're just going to die. That beat's going to expire within a few seconds, and your team's just going to crumble.
Absolutely. I think Purdue Black has absolutely got FAU Owls beat here on the coordination. They're just not really coordinated with their ultimates, their cooldowns, things like that, and that's where Purdue Black is able to make a consistent gap in skill.
100%, as we do see the overclock being forced out on the high ground. Blaze popping that disruptor as a potential overclock counter, but Nivest does fall down, playing the wide open, looking like Curly on Lucio there. But it seems like Darth does fall down to JJoka with the Queen differential. Like they are currently even, I believe. Hudio missing that disruptor onto those staircases, as JJoka does slowly fall down to Hudio. Hudio does back up, utilizing their perk to their fullest ability.
By the way, I'd like to repeat the statement that is me on Lucio. I do not play Lucio, but I did get the opportunity to scrim for Black Team once.
There's a reason why you're not on Lucio, all right? But we do have the Queen ultimate as a potential blade coming soon from FAU Owls, but Blaze does go with the early overclock as Axe gets forced out and Hudio falling down shortly. Queen ult also going, he's trying to finish the map right here and now as Lucio falls down. Same with Genji, about to get the Kiriko as well on point as the Queen falls down shortly after. They do have the Queen ultimate to work with here with the potential blade again, but you know, Purdue Black building up on that rush. They might be able to get some movement going on here, might be able to finish off this map.
Definitely. FAU Owls is going to be looking to force that Suzu here, but getting an early pick like that is definitely devastating. Coming with the Kiriko here and popping it right away. Darth is not even going to get the opportunity to use his Carnage. It might just be over for FAU Owls, but Yui pops the blade to no avail, and Cupcake going in with an insane deflect, and that's probably going to be it for Purdue Black.
I've got to say, the absolute playmaker of that fight right there was that knife hit by JJoka9 onto their enemy tank. He pulled them right into the center of their team, and with that rush, Purdue Black was able to completely burn Darth down so incredibly fast that they weren't able to respond. As we do see GG's ringing out in the chat with JJoka getting the third play of the game out of the 3 potential maps. Just massive ultimates and massive plays coming out from JJoka, as I believe we will be getting a post-game interview from the player of the match. I believe JJoka9.
It's got to be. I mean, his gameplay on every single character is dominant, and I think what really caught them off on that Midtown map is switching to D.Va. I think they definitely rolled out expecting the Queen, looking to outplay her with the Kiri Lucio. But when he came in with the D.Va and established those kill boxes, being able to destroy one of the rotations every single time, it really seemed like FAU was completely lost and they just did not know what to do.
100%. You know, they try to stick out the same exact composition throughout the entire series, and they try to make things work. But unfortunately, just the sheer teamwork and strength of Purdue Black just completely destroyed them.
Yeah, I think in the beginning it was questionable. Especially on the close Lijiang map. But I think in Midtown it became very clear who's the top dog in this scenario, who's got that better theoretical understanding of this game, and even just better execution.
100%. All right. We will be right back. We will get everyone ready for the interview. Make sure to send some W's in the chat for Purdue Black. And we do see a fully undefeated record for Purdue Black in the regular season, 7-0, putting down FAU Owls to 6-1. Unfortunately, there can only be one undefeated team in this group. So we will be right back. Thank you, Curly, as well as Mr. Box for casting alongside me, and we'll see you guys soon.
Hello.
All right, we're here with Joey, the tank for our Purdue Black team, the MVP
Yes.
for tonight.
Congratulations.
By the way. Did you get all of the play of the games for that?
I did. I got
Wow, did you play the games?
3 out of 3.
but it was a team effort, so
Sure. So, like, how are you feeling right now?
really good actually. That was the final game of our regular season. So we're going to playoffs on a perfect record. And
Wow.
the team that was in our bracket there was also undefeated until today. So we were really preparing for this game, and we're glad that it came out.
Yeah,
so clean.
I know you were really looking forward to it. You were. I know you have some people at home watching you.
Yeah, I have my mom watching. I
Aw.
have my family watching. So, it's
super
it's a good
nice.
day.
Do you want to do any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to my mom. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my grandparents. Shout out to my brother if you're watching, and shout out to my dad if you're watching.
Hi, Joey's mom. Yeah, so I was expecting most of the games to be for you to go dive and then against their brawl, but in some of the maps, like like Lijiang, you were pretty easily able to out brawl them.
Yeah.
Were you guys expecting, like, at first it was a bit even, but then later you guys just completely wiped.
I
Were you
think-
expecting that?
We thought it would be closer the whole way through. The thing was, once we got through Lijiang, we started to feel like we understood their comp a little better, and we were setting up a lot better angles on them, and we really started to like snowball our lead through these maps. So.
Oh, you could totally see that in Runasapi where you guys just full capped it. Yeah, definitely.
Did you want to talk a bit about the game, Kanin? I know he was taking notes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. First game, you guys were super coordinated, especially with Blaze's dig. The Venture dig was really able to break up their little like brawl composition that they were doing, and everyone just was able to capitalize on that. Just super great first point there for Lijiang.
On the round that you did lose, though.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
First of all, we overinvested in one fight where we lost,
I think
and then we
it was,
didn't
like,
have
3 ults, right?
and we still lost, which was really unfortunate for us. But then they got to turn up and play close to choke, and we didn't have anything to break through their ult economy there, so we really got stuck trying to just rotate, and they kept pushing our flank, and we couldn't get to them with anything. So
How did you guys fix that?
probably not Ajax, but but besides that, actually, we just tried to play faster, and also I think as the match went on, we got a little more comfortable playing like in person and stuff. So our mechanics improved over the game. So
Right.
we made a lot less mistakes, I guess, on our pushes. So
Yeah.
Definitely seemed like
So you
that.
definitely took the lessons that you learned and took them into Midtown where you guys full held them.
Yeah, Midtown was a wild
Midtown
bowl.
felt great for us.
Definitely felt great. They definitely were. They kept rotating the same rotation. They were going left side, and then they all went into that fire station where you guys just pinched them.
We
and-
were super prepared for that.
That- 100%.
That's been how
Yeah,
we've been
you guys
playing
had a lot
Midtown
of
for
rotation.
ages. Yeah.
Right.
Midtown is probably the map we played the most as a team.
Really?
So our comp has very much come around to playing for the rotations, playing to get angles on them as they go through the left side.
Excuse me. Just from my experience, I feel like so many teams choose Kings Row, but I think you choosing Midtown.
Yeah. Well,
What was that?
usually we pick Midtown because so many teams play Kings Row that we want to have an advantage in matches by playing the map people aren't ready for. So they did play into us a little bit by accident by picking Midtown there.
Right.
So why did you guys run Nevest on Ana? what was that?
Well, it's between Nevis and Payload, who are both very good support players. And the consensus has come down to, like, we need Payload to be a little more flexible on the Kiri sometimes, and Nevis is just mechanically good on Ana and has a lot of on time, so. But it does switch between them sometimes on a whim, so.
So like, what lessons have you taken from these matches about you as a team?
I think that getting good team comms has been our biggest strength here that we're improving upon. Is just our communication as a team, trying to really make good calls and stuff. Because that's something we have struggled with in the past. Is just we end up in fights where no one's saying anything. But the voice chat was very alive in this match, and it looked like we were playing well. So.
So how do you guys plan to prepare for playoffs?
We will be scrimming over spring break.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Alright.
Overwatch all break. We're hoping to just keep our momentum up and play more rush-ish comps. Like we really favor the Lucio Kiri backline and trying to just move fast in fights and play to tempo in these. So we just want to keep getting better at what we do already. We don't want to really learn new comps or anything if we don't have to. So.
Wow.
that sounds great.
If you could say one thing to the other lower division teams about climbing up, what would you say?
Playing fast is more important than playing well.
Oh, that's actually really.
Yeah.
Wow.
That explains.
That is how we play our comp,
I mean,
so.
we definitely saw that in action in those last 3 games. Yeah.
Does that mean they weren't playing well?
No. They were.
Yeah, there were some mistakes.
Yeah, some mistakes, but you know.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me on
Of
this.
course. So,
That's it for. Is that it for today's broadcast then?
is it for today's broadcast? Congratulations, Black Team.
Undefeated champions of Purdue.
Undefeated.
Wow.
We're going to the playoffs.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Mom.
Bye, Joey's mom.
Bye, Joey's mom.